Hi everybody, Russ from My Hammers 11. Hope you are all safe and well. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Please consider subscribing. That was just one noise, wasn't it? Please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon so you know every time I put new content on. Always like to thank our lovely channel sponsor, Nantucket. Obviously, we'd like to thank our channel members and our channel Patreons as well. Clicking on the join button, you can become a channel member and all that stuff. Anyway, hope everyone is safe and well. What we got in? We got in the chat. We got Cyber in the chat. Good afternoon to you, sir. Just woke up. Happy Ramadan. Is that happy? Is that happy Ramadan? But anyway, hope the festivities. Hope you have a nice when the old sun goes down. I remember we used to when I used to work in a restaurant. A lot of the guys would be observing Ramadan, and then literally they'd be at their plates waiting for literally till the sun goes down and turns the time. Poof, it's crazy. But anyway, hope you have a good Ramadan. I don't think that's how you say it, but anyway. Gary, good afternoon, sir. Simon, you're not playing golf today, or are we playing golf today? That's the question. Who knows? Skipper, hope you're well too. See, Skipper's as you can see, doesn't show up very well on here, but on the YouTube, you see Skipper. He's got a little green thing. Because he's a member basically, and he's got a little mini rusting. Anyway, fact of the day: Scott is always on the golf course. There we go. Yeah, he is. Where is he? Where is Scott today? Anyway, what we got here, afternoon all, rare chance for me to tune in. Toby, thank you very much. Appreciate you joining us. We are still fourth. Back to the fourth chair. We're still there. For a blind bubbles, nice to see. Where is Mini? There is Mini Rush. You ask, and thou shall receive. There we go. Duvet Dance, I hope you're well. Nick, hope you're well, my friend. Thanks everyone for joining you. Chocola? What? Afternoon, everyone. Chocola. Don't know. Anyway, good result for against Everton, Brighton Everton. That was a good game for us, wasn't it? That was a good game. I'm talking a bit more about football at the moment. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, that's a good result, isn't it? But if Brighton had got the victory, but still, fair play to them. It's all good. No golf today. Working hard, but for lunch I've got a fresh cheese salad roll from the bakery with a fresh cream donut. That sounds delightful. And Cyber just woke up. Well, I suppose you don't want to wake up too early because obviously sunrise to sunset, isn't it, in terms of everything? So, yeah, there we go. Good afternoon. Chocolate cake at work for the boss's birthday. Good shout. Yeah, fair enough, my friend. Don't know about everyone else, but I'm still looking up in the table. Third is there for the taking. I did a thing the other day. I did a, one of them predictor leaguey things. I had us at third. I was at third on 73 points, something like that. I might do it again after every week, after every match day. Try it again and see what happens. But yeah, I think third. I think we finished third. I think Leicester dropped out to about sixth. So it is what it is. What we got here? Sorry for the no. Looking back, I should have put Elian under D. Don't worry. I pronounced it wrong anyway, so it doesn't make any difference, my friend. Russ, do you know the Hornchurch Mosque by the town centre? No, I don't. I don't know where the Hornchurch Mosque is by the town centre. I haven't seen it. Unless it's hidden around the back, on the back alley, so to speak. There's loads of small little... No, I haven't. Gatesy, good afternoon, sir. Are we still fourth in the Premier League with 7 matches? Oh, indeed. Or am I still dreaming? Is this burning an eternal flame? Say my name, Gatesy. Sunshine through the rain. Yes, we are. We've 7 games to go. 7 cup finals. 21 points up for grabs. And Gonzo's video today made a really good point. Next time we play Chelsea, we'd have only played Newcastle. And they would have played Man City, Brighton and Porto. So there we go. And they'd have to put a team out for obviously Man City. They're gonna have to Brighton maybe not so, but Brighton always a thorn in everyone's side, isn't it? It's just one of those annoying teams. And Porto, it's only 2-0, isn't it? So it's in our hands, isn't it? It's nice when it's in your hands when anything can happen. Anyway, what we got here? Thiago Silva out for Chelsea. There he is. Is the Newcastle game going ahead? I think it is. I think it's a 12:30 kickoff. So everything should be all done and dusted by 3 o'clock, which is when Prince Philip's funeral is, I believe. I bet Dukey's very busy as well. I went for a long walk around Hornchurch. Oh, heaving. The The outside pubs, ridiculous. Question of the day: if we got Champions League, which of these would you want? Which of these three would you want in our group? Barcelona, Real Madrid, or Bayern Munich, or the team of your choice? I personally, I've seen Barcelona several times, but obviously not at West Ham being there. So Real Madrid, wouldn't mind that one. Bayern Munich, I've seen Munich quite a lot. I used to go to Germany quite a lot with my work. So, or another choice, maybe an Italian club. Maybe a nice Italian club. As I said, I'd prefer to go to some small Romanian side and just take over the gaff. Do you know what I mean? Some little village, and just everyone turn up for 2 days, and it becomes town West Ham, stuff like that. You know, we've done. You know, we've been to see these places, but look, it's everyone's preference, isn't it? That's my preference, in my opinion. Bubbles, I'm going to say Barca, just on the off chance that Messi is still there. Would be amazing for the players to get to play against one of the all-time greats. Lingard? And obviously Messi did play, but he hallowed on the hallowed Upton Park turf, didn't he? When Argentina played. Was it Nigeria? Was it Nigeria we played? Argentina played? And obviously Tevez played, and Zabaleta eventually played for us. So very, very good. We've never beaten Brighton in the Premier League. There we go. We never beat Wolves. We've never done a double on Wolves since 19 something. There's a few records we've come up against and beaten them. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. In 85-87 with 7 games less to go, 6 and lost 1. Can we match it or go one better? I don't know how many. You know, I'm sure there's some very, very clever statisticians out there who will be able to say what we need. You know, I'm sure there's someone out there who knows what they're doing. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, man. I think there's going to be. I think if we beat Everton, if we beat Chelsea, and we beat Everton our next 2 home games, and I can't see us losing any more games this season. I think that's a trick. I think if you're picking up points every game, then you're putting pressure on. If it's 1 point, 3 points, is what it is. But I think as long as we're picking up points, that score, that sort of table is ticking over. That's the main thing, in my opinion. Duke's Bubbles are ridiculous busy. Tills are running constantly. Good. That's good, man. That's good to see. Do you think Lingard will stay with us? Who knows? I mean, I'm very funny, but newspapers today: Real Madrid, PSG, yeah. We'll see what happens, man. Gary wants to go to Croatia or Sparta Prague or Slavia Prague, rather. That'd be nice. Slavia Prague, you know, homecoming for Souček, and you know, we sort of have this sort of weird, sort of symbiotic relationship with Slavia Prague fans, and so that could be quite fun. Mo's going to Duke's Pub in May, which is very good. The real question is, can Brighton come back from 3 down? It's the most dangerous most dangerous scoreline for West Ham, as Clips would say. Very true. We want third. Peach is in the house. Good afternoon. Good morning, Mr. Peach. Hope you're well, my friend. Russ, but there are 3 other teams in the group, so we can take a village team. Yeah, no, fair enough. We can take a village team. You're right. We'll take a village team, and then But you know, that's what I think we'll enjoy. You know, I was talking to Dazzling Dave, didn't we, on a while ago, and he was talking about, you know, going into all those games, all the Europa League games, and how it was amazing, Seville, and a bit of sun would be nice, wouldn't it? A bit of sun. So we'll see. Very, very good. Happy. How many years should be interesting this year? Remember Tevez, Lingard with a shout. Possibly. Depends. It's all about, you know, it's trouble with things like the footballer of the year, you know, players player of the year, things like that, because they're sort of, you know, it's like, isn't it February? They've already done the voting. You know, arguably Lingard could have been in for a shout then. For me, mine is always going to be Soufal. I just think I'm a consistent man. I like a guy who's consistent, and he's been consistent every game. Very rarely, probably count at the back of my hand, how many times he's been beaten at that position by the left winger. The way he sort of jumped into the Leicester City game away without training. I think he trained on the Friday, that was it, and just looked like he'd been there for years. I mean, Lingard's a great shout. I mean, you're thinking Souček's, the goals are drying up a little bit. Agbonna's been out. Declan was probably a good shout, and he's been out now. Antonio's, they're all falling. They're all falling by the wayside. Gary will go to Croatia, but it was the answer to. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, Croatia versus. Oh, thank you, Gary. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. We will probably play Ajax, and Haller would score a hat trick for sure. 10 points in April, 12 in May, and we're off on a tour. Simple. All we got to do is just win all our last 7 games. It's not hard. It's not our job, man. You realise we finished 4th. We'll have to go for the dreaded qualifiers before the group stage. Yeah, there is the unfortunate possibility of, although Liverpool, if Liverpool or Chelsea didn't get into the top 4. Chelsea still in the Liverpool, Chelsea didn't get. Man City were in the top 4, but Liverpool, Chelsea end up winning the Champions League. Then they get a place. Now we've got 5 places. No, hang on, that doesn't work now, does it? I don't think that works now. If if an English team, it only work if an English team wins the Europa League, and I don't think that's going to happen now because Arsenal probably get knocked out. But anyway, speaking of Arsenal, Stu, you all right, mate? There he is. Who we got here? Loads of people. Sorry, I'm just trying to go through as many as possible. No qualifiers next year, Jazz. To go straight into normal. I don't know. Fair play. Just give Lingard the Hammer of the Year to provide the incentive for him to join permanently. It's a great shout. It's a great shout. If we've got Champions League, would you say it's not as good or even better than the team that finishes 3rd, 85-86? Great shout. I think it's better. Because that team was, the nucleus of that team was from the 1980 FA Cup team. And I know people have come in and come out, and Bonzo was injured that whole season, and but there's this is basically, I think, in terms of a transformation, where we were to where we are now in less than a season is mental. So I think it should be more revered because it's so tricky. There's so much money in the game that anyone who breaks into that top 4 needs, it's a massive achievement. But it'd be interesting what people think. I think it's interesting. Jesse was straight up asked if he was going to be with us in Europe next year. He didn't give anything away at all. Of course he won't. My friend. Of course he won't. David answer is, how's the group decided? We get 4 places in total. Are you doing a creative theme for us to make up? Well, maybe in the week. I'm still in the cloud. Yeah, my head's still in the clouds, being 4th. This altitude sickness, I'm starting to get used to being so high up in the league. But yeah, we've got tonight. We've got James. You've seen James on the channel quite a lot. James Fever, Fat Boy Fever. It's his My Hammers 11 tonight, so that'll be good. The one I was really annoyed. The My Hammers 11 I was meant to do yesterday, the X Hammer, has been moved, so we're trying to still get in this week. We've still got an episode of Just Woo with Us. Hopefully, we've still got an Outside the Bubble coming as well. We'll do Games Day Wednesday tomorrow. We'll do the quiz, Freestyle Friday. All that's still happening, and we'll probably throw in a little, maybe some creative. Maybe tomorrow I might do a creative one and see what we can come up with. What if Chelsea win the Champions League and they finish 5th and West Ham finish 4th? That isn't a problem because we have a maximum of 5 spaces, I think, for England. Watch Gio's video about that. But if Chelsea win the Champions League and they're outside the Champions League spot, that doesn't matter because they'll still, I want to say, still qualify. But don't quote me. If they do it and say Arsenal win the Europa, that qualifies for Champions League spot as well. And we only have 5 maximum. So that means if that's the case, then that 4th spot will go in the Europa League. I think I'm right. We'll see. What we got here? But there's so many teams from around who get knocked out in the qualifiers for the group. So I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know. Arsenal in Europa now that Arteta's playing the youth. Well done to the Hammers this season. Thanks. Cheers, Stu. What we got here? I think 85 was probably slightly better as we were title contenders, but still too much. Yeah, possibly. But I always see it because just how much money's in the game now. it's an achievement to when people are sort of teetering around the league, the top of the league and sort of Christmas. But now with 7 games to go, I think it's, we're there on merit rather than luck, if that makes sense. For us, there's no qualifiers due to coefficiency. Lesser countries don't have that and we'll have to qualify. Fair enough. If you get Champions League, I'd love to get any Spanish club. If we get Europa League, I'd love to get any coastal club. Any coastal club. I like that. Very, very good. And that's the thing. I mean, it's hopefully by then, travel, again, it's the whole European travel. I'm not too sure about at the moment, is there? If everything on Boris's roadmap works okay, then obviously, June doors are we're ready to roll in terms of internally, but still that flight paths and stuff. I don't know. I don't know, but it'd be great to get the fans give them a European tour and it to be proud of. So yeah, we got here. 85-86 is better as we could have won the league. And we was London's top club. If we finish third, we'll still be London's top club this year. Could cost the club 10 million bonuses. Yeah, I read that today, actually. If we qualify Champions League, if after winning Europa, don't finish in top 4, but 1 Champions League, 4 won't get it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so if Arsenal win the Europa League, they go straight into it. But hopefully Slavia Prague will do us a job. Sorry, Stu, but that's the case. And then, yeah, you're right, Kent. And then if it was something if Man City... If Tottenham obviously win the Carabao Cup, they go into the conference. But if Man City win it, it goes on to the league position, the next non-European qualifying league position. So I think sort of 6 and 7. That's basically it. The year Chelsea won, Spurs were knocked out. Exactly, they were indeed. Gatesy says 85-86 just pips the current squad as they were in contention to win the league, whereas this squad's never been real. Just my opinion, of course. Yep, no, I think that's what I mean, man. Football is about opinions, isn't it? I mean, that's why so many bloody YouTube channels. Everyone's got one. I wasn't around for the 85-86 season, so that's why I can't really comment too well. But for us, obviously, I know they had. The 85-86 Bonds didn't play that whole season, or I think he might have played 1, or came as a sub or something. I can't remember precisely. Whereas this season, particularly if we qualify now with Deck out, with Antonio out, with Bonner out, with Cresswell out potentially, Noble looks like he took a knock. There really is all against us. That'd be a huge achievement. But as Tom says, don't worry, we just go for third. That's the thing, just get third, and we have to worry about it at all, my friends. That's the trick. That is the trick. Is Moyes that good? Yes, he is, my friend. You missed the trick there. There you got Arteta, and yeah, he looks flash. He's instilled a new sense of pride in our team, in my opinion. Yeah, he has his foibles. He has his slight. Sometimes you think, oh, why has he picked him? But you got to look at every one of his transfers he's brought in has been a hit, and that doesn't happen very often anywhere. But every time, Bowen, Souček, Soufal, Lingard, Benrahma could be a question mark, but I just don't. I think it's a game time thing for him. But everyone he's brought in has been, and he's. I mean, he openly said the other day, he had the option to bring in Diego Costa in the January transfer, and he decided not to because the team was such a tight unit, and that's what we love to see. Jazza gets a Spanish coastal club, and it's two birds in one stone. I love your style forever. I love it, man. Would love to see us test our wits against the Celtic or Rangers. I remember going up to Parkhead. We played him in a friendly, didn't we? Well, it was friendly. It wasn't really a friendly, but yeah. We get Orlando Bloom one day. I didn't know he was a West Ham fan, but maybe, yeah. I'll put him on the list. We'll see, man. COVID would be a great excuse for European clubs to stop English fans attending. Of course it will. But it's the other way around now, isn't it? Because we're our vaccination program and is at this level, and the rest of Europe seem to be on catch up a little bit, and even they're going through like a third wave. We've done our third wave, so we're ahead of the curve a little bit. So yeah, on the course again. The old man loved his Canning Town portrait. Of course he loved his Canning Town portrait. We love Canning Town, Lynn. German club will be ace. German lager is world class, particularly if it's around like October. For Oktoberfest would be cool. But yeah, we've been there enough. Stu's been there enough as well. I'd love a game in Glasgow. It would be one knocked off the bucket list. Yes, great shout. Would these teams beat the team of '99? We did that a while ago, actually, and it's surprisingly, I don't think it would. But maybe I'm looking at it in rose tinted glasses. That team was quite a special team when you looked at them individually. When you had like Trevor Sinclair, we did it like went through them, and even a combined team would be quite a good, be an awesome team. But this team would wipe the floor with the bowling team last season. The bowling, no doubts about that in my mind. Be tougher, I think, against that '99 team, because that had a real team spirit, old school team spirit, a bit like what we got now. When we interview like Trev and we've had hopefully one day we'll get Paolo on and various others. They talk about that team so much regard because it was such a close knit team, and it would be, I'd love someone to do one of those simulations just to see what would happen. Who would be captain if Noble's out? Dawson? But then Oggy might be back. If Oggy's back for Newcastle, I'd say Oggy's captain, wouldn't you? We'll see, man. We'll see. Peach is brand new, which is good. Apparently, Moyes was at the Everton Brighton game. He was doing scouting. We're playing both teams very shortly, aren't we? We're playing Everton in a couple of weeks' time. We're playing Brighton in a couple of weeks' time. What current players would get into the 84? Oh, good question, my friend. Good question. What players would get him to the 8? What current players would get him? What does everyone else think, actually? I would say Cresswell at left back, because they had like that left back position. I mean, we had Mark Ward on saying, if they had Julian Dix, they'd have won the league without a problem. That was the, no disrespect to Georgie Paris and Steve, but that left was a bit of a hole, really. So I don't know. I think Declan would have to get into that team somehow, wouldn't he? I mean, there's no way any of the others would probably take over, I wouldn't say. Interesting. What does everyone else think? It'd be interesting to see what people think. I wasn't quite around, but when you hear interviews with players and fans that watched it regularly, we see the best team that year. Yeah, by the sounds of it, and obviously losing a few games at the beginning of the season made a big difference to them. For content, the portrait was for his birthday. So happy birthday, Mr. Finn. Happy birthday. Russell Brown and Danny Derby, fun to see on here. Well, eventually, they're on the radar. They're very busy. Everyone's so busy at the moment. It's ridiculous. Kane Town was a legend. He certainly is. Oktoberfest is September. There we go. Those crafty, those Germans. You see, that's how they get them. Who would be captain? I said. I think it might be Dawson or Ogbonna, I'd say. A team of that was a mix of that team. I don't think we'd sign when we did the comparison. Indeed. And I think you're probably right, my friend. I've got to go now, Russ. I'm out. Great show, but I'll try and tune in more often. Yeah, please do, Toby. Please do, my friend. And because it's always nice to get new people and find out what everyone's having for dinner. Where's everyone having for lunch? That's more importantly. What is everyone having for lunch today? We haven't spoken about. We've been speaking about too much about football for my liking, to be perfectly honest. So, Fabianski was captain of Nobles. Good point. And indeed, happy birthday, Alan Devonshire. Indeed, and James's Miami's 11's on tonight, so there we go. I guess the people around there are the best judges. It's totally, it's totally. Yeah. I'm the same as you, Tom. I'm going by hearsay more than anything. Move Tonga to left, Sufal right back. I like it, and obviously, as speaking to Tonks recently, he was saying that this is when, like now, when there's players out, this is when you see how good a team is. So he basically had Lyles telling him he ended up playing left back, centre back, right back, all the way across that back. I think he played midfield as well again. And it was all about the man management to try and make him seem like the most important third person in the world in order to be the best left back, makeshift left back, be the best makeshift centre back. And that's when it matters. That's when it matters. Peach thinks Lingard, Antonio, Bowen, Rice. I don't think so, mate. I'll be honest. I agree with Rice, but yeah, maybe in the bench, because obviously it would be like a Premier League team now, so you have none on the bench. So it probably the whole bench will be made up of the current players. For Nick, Cress is the only one, but I'd love to see Dix in the mid-90s instead of Dickens in that 85, 86. Great shout. Great shout. Or maybe maybe Rice instead of Dickens. No disrespect to Alan, but, you know. EVTC and Mac as surely as we don't have a striker. No, we're going the other way. We're going, who would we put from our squad into the 85, 86 squad? Tom's had a secret McDonald's. How is it secret McDonald's? I understand that. It depends on what era rules playing by. I think the 85, 86 win by 85, 86. No, yeah, take it, mate. Lunch is for wimps. It is. It is. I haven't had lunch actually. Yeah. Flo and Mrs. Budden are out going to playing some crazy golf. Yeah, just like everyone else plays golf on my shows. There we go. Lunch was tuna pasta, but threw in some pieces of gammon left over. Well, that's like a real surf and that's like a budget surf and turf, isn't it? A budget surf and turf from Skipper. Simon's got southern fried chicken wraps, very nice. I knew Sophie was taking the boys out at 12. Ordered them then go around with the old air freshener so they can't smell the burgers. Nice work, my friend. That's brilliant. Leaving work at 4 for fish and chips on the seafront. Lived in Devon since 98 and regularly going to it is the only thing I miss. Why not, mate? Why not? Is the only thing. I mean, that sounds amazing. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm so jealous. That's one thing I'd love to do is live by the coast. Do you know what I mean? And just have the opportunity to do that. We had friends in various coastal towns, and it'd be amazing. Just get off and just go down to the seaside and just, but not like having to travel, you know, on church, just, you know, South End or whatever. It's like 30, 35. It's not really the seaside, it's the estuary, but you know what I mean. Rob has got lunch is tuna, German sausage, German sausage, sweet corn pasta, pork pie, sour cream, and cracked black pepper sunbites, granola bar, apple satsuma. He's brought back the apple satsuma banana water. Wow, huge, and he's taken the rubbish straight out the bin. That's all I meant. I have not found that stone. It's gone away. That stone has gone away. Yes, little bit by little bit. What we got here? Good man, bored. How did the haircut go? Was it good, man? Was it good? Hopefully it was. Any hammers? Welcome, mate. Brilliant. All right, all going down Devon. All going down Devon to have fish and chips at the Thermouth seafront. Very good. Are they good fish and chips though? Because fish and chips, as you know, everyone has a favourite place with their fish and chips. Mine's in, as I said, mine is in a place called Stalham in Norfolk. Yeah, Stalham it's called. I don't know if it's in Suffolk or Norfolk. I think it's in Suffolk. Could be Norfolk. Yeah, Norfolk. Stalham is that's my place. That's my place. You were sort of Eastbourne. Yeah, exactly. Good morning, Ranger. Yeah, I like Seaford. It's quite near Eastbourne, but it's a little bit more like an older town. Where did we go? Went to Cromer camping, which was nice. That's why I'd like to live a lot around the Norfolk Broads. Love it. If you're talking to me, Luke, I'm very good. Thank you very much, sir. Happy always. Good evening, afternoon. Happy always. Big Scouse fan. We've turned his wife. He's turned into a West Ham fan, sort of by proxy. Do you think moving is now coming to fruition after the initial doubts? I don't think personally it's as a result of moving to the London Stadium, but because I think the result of that was in essence was the Pellegrini experiment, which didn't work. And so, you know, now Moyes has come in. He's gone back to the old school, and he's gone back to the drawing board and sort of built the club back up from the ground up. And I've said it before, you know, Pellegrini, that sort of the way of looking at that was, you know, a beautiful apartment. You've bought a beautiful apartment, but the foundations of that building are really, really rocky, and where Moyes is doing it one level at a time. But the construction's going a lot quicker than people assumed. You know, maybe as 2-3 year sort of plan, it's getting quicker, and hopefully we can continue to build levels on and go higher and higher and maintain at a level. You know what I mean? This season's pointless if next season we finish 16th. Do you know what I mean? Because it's about, but I don't think we would do. Next season, say we finish 10th or we finish 9th or 8th. That's another good season for us. I don't want to run too far ahead. We need to build it up, and then we'll have a team. And we've got a team at the moment which we're proud of, which last time maybe was the bowling, realistically. But even that, I mean, I've said it before on interviews. I think this is the first time under Moyes that I can remember a manager having a plan, having a system and a plan. Probably before that was Big Sam. He had a plan of how he wanted to play and bought players to fit that plan. I think even Bilic, that was a great season, but for me, the plan was passes to Payet. We're talking a lot of football today. It doesn't usually happen. I feel funny talking about football so much, but yeah, interesting. I so wish they could do a computer-generated match. Yeah, it'd be cool. Beans on toast, 2 slices of brown, healthy eating going swimmingly with 2 slight treat days on the weekend. Best way, man. Best way. You've got to give yourself a little bit of shit. Otherwise, if you completely take it all out, as my wife tried to, and I just told her not to, because otherwise your body craves it so much more. If you have a little bit, that's as long as you don't go to town on it. That's when it really comes in. Right. Well, oh god, loads of comments trying to get through. My mate says I look like a lesbian, but nice. Not have a mullet anymore. Very good. Pete Slates. No worries to apologise, my friend. Bacon and egg sarnie, very good. Yes, Pete, big up, my friend. Everyone has a favourite place. See what we did there. You pronounced Teignmouth. I'd like to say I was a comical genius and said place as in the fish, but I didn't. So I appreciate you for trying to, grab something for me to hang on to. But, that's all yours. Did anyone visit the pub or a haircut? Yeah, Luke's had a haircut. I didn't. As I said, I took the dog round for a long walk around Ormchurch to go past a few pubs. I went past 3 of them. 2 were absolutely heaving. One wasn't. One was dead. And my wife, I told my wife about it. It's a funny little pub at the top of the road, and it got raided by the police because everyone had piled in. So that's why there was only literally like 2 people there. But no, I haven't. I don't think I will. Do you know what I mean? It's like I have no inkling. As I said to my wife, "Why you go to the shops today?" She's like, "Well, I don't really want to go to the shops anymore." And I think maybe it's going to be a lot of, well, it's going to be until the vaccination program sort of comes to an end that people are going to feel comfortable enough. But the gyms are the ones that surprise me. You think everything else necessarily is outdoor. Even shopping, you're not going to be in the shopping for like an hour. You're going to be sort of, look for things in and out. You're wearing a face mask as well. But the gyms, you're not. Am I right in thinking that? I don't know. Clearly, I have never been to a gym for a long time. So that's why I asked. Ate out last night. It was a bit chilly, but nice all the same. Yeah, I mean, if you can, is that fair enough, man? Queues of Primark were very long yesterday. That's what I heard. That's what my wife told me on the news. They were like round the block. Just mental, absolutely mental. What we got? Went to the gym. Good. It was rammed. See, that's the trouble now. Isn't it? Everyone's like, "Yeah, I went to the pub. It was rammed." Well, that's not a good thing. That's not what we want, really. But look, what can you do, innit? You open the gates. You're going to get people walking in. So. We'll see. It will see happen. But obviously, it's one of those things where, based on how these next few weeks happen, obviously May the 19th May the 17th is the next roadmap in it stop. So, which then means we can get fans in for the Southampton game. So, look, we'll see. No doubt there'll be some statistics coming out in the next few days about it will go up. It will spike a little bit because it will do because people are naturally, and it tends to. And the pubs I went to, they were all like younger people. I wouldn't say they were particularly, maybe the pubs I went to are quite young pubs anyway, but I didn't go to, I walked past. And so a lot of them would have been vaccinated yet. I mean, I know Stu's in the chat. He's in the new group, the over 40s, and so he's been booked in, but he hasn't been vaccinated yet. And so that's what worries me. But anyway, shout out to James for his excellent content on last night's View from the Site. Indeed. And James will be appearing on Miami's 11 tonight, 5 o'clock. Carl, hope you're well. Just ran out of exam. How did the exam go? Hope it well, my friend. Hope it well. If only we never got rid of Moyes first time around, we'd be 18 months ahead of us. That's what I think. Plus, we wouldn't have spent £200 million on players, arguably. But, the opportunity was there. And, we as fans, although we say one thing, sometimes when something shiny is in front of us, we want that shiny thing. And we did. And, fair enough. We've sort of had to pull our sort of expectations back in. And now they're back up to like 11 again now, aren't they, really? Although we're all still, some of us, I think, are still like, is it still going? Are we still here? Are we still fourth? What's going on? Are we still fourth? Where some people are like, oh no, this is going to happen now. And some people are like, well, we're going to end up sixth. But there's a whole gamut, whole spectrum of people's opinions and how the levels of expectations. There is nothing wrong with a mullet. Business at the front, party at the back. A little weekend gem is in Chichester. Lovely little place. And stay at the King's Head Hotel, one of the UK's best kept secrets. I'll make a note. King's Head Hotel, Chichester. I'll check it out. Wait until next week to go out, and about to go as manic as the moment. Also getting the second jab tomorrow. Good luck to your son. Yeah, I think my second jab is probably another month away. They haven't contacted me yet, but because I didn't do it for the NHS. It came through the doctor. Why the doctor? I don't understand how it works, but we'll see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna. It's someone's birthday on Saturday, and they've booked a table at literally a pub I can walk at. So I might stroll up and see how busy it is. If it's too busy, I'm not going to be up for it. I'll be honest. Because I'm not a drinker anyway. Do you know? It's one of those things. I know some people are. Fair enough if you are. I'm not. As I said, I probably get drunk like twice a year, maybe. Usually once, but maybe twice a year. Once at New Year's, and then once like in the summer, usually with the Euros, or there's always sport, isn't it? That's usually when I get drunk because it's sunny and I shave my head and whatnot. Slav piggybacked on Big Sam's defensive work after a year it fell apart. That's what I mean. Ken. He was the last person since Moyes is the last person since Big Sam to have a plan. He had a system and it worked, and he got us up in the league, and he got us 10th. And it might be boring, but he did the job. And yeah, I think Slav also rode on the fact it was the last season at the Bowling, so people's performances, if they were playing FIFA, all had a +5, all their attributes, because it was the last time they played Arsenal, the last time they played Everton at the Bowling, last time they played Liverpool. So there was always an extra spice, in my opinion. It's a great season. We look back at it in greatness, but if we look at it, dissect it, it was basically the plan was get it to Payet, weren't it really? And now, I mean, we haven't got that option because everyone it used to be, we've got a team now, which to me is so much better. Tom loves Shine. Is that what they call it? That's what the cool kids call it. I'm in Sweden, not as lovely. But you'll try Nixon. Just pop in and see Tom. He'll be there. Has to be exam went grand already, but open book exams we get marked way harder on. Fair enough, my friend. Wally, hope you're well, my friend. Good afternoon to you and everybody. Hope everyone is safe and well over there and in the across the pond. Right, I'm letting them all talk about Swindon. Which current player in the world is like Alan Devonshire at his best? Well, I wasn't around to see him, so you guys who are around to see him, you'll have a better perception of who he could be likened to than me, in my opinion. For lunch, I'm having a sizzler steak with fried onions and peppers on a warm panini. Sounds very nice. Very nice. I will not mix up Chichester. Is it Chinchester with Chichester? I don't know. Wiltshire is lovely. It didn't do a lot of us when he played for us, but yeah, fair enough. Or Wiltshire, not Wilshire, is blighted by the odd turd pit. Lovely. Well, that's what I like. That's what it's not. We're talking about loads of different things here. Russ Thorsten Anderson returning, not really been keeping tabs on him. I don't think he's playing much. At all. So I don't know. I have no idea. I have no recollection. Saint-Maximin, back from injury, chomping at the bits. Yeah, no, he is at the moment, isn't he? He is. He played well when he came on yesterday, so we'll see. Andover. Oh, Andover. My friend lives in Andover. He is the. I don't know if he's still. No, he's on. Is he still living there? He is the tour. He's the former tour manager of the Wu-Tang Clan. He's saying his name is Simon King. He's been on. He did a My Hammer's Eleven right at the early doors. Almost been a year. Actually, the channel's been. We'll have so in about 2 weeks' time we'd have been live for a year, and we're almost at 500,000 video views as well, which is just a bit crazy thinking about it. So I just noticed that today actually, because I was just looking at some stuff. There's too many Chesters and Shires. I know. What can you do? It's pronounced Shines. It's pronounced that. There we go. King's Head, make sure you get the don't get the Chichester one. Your weekend will go definitely south. There we go. Thank you. Does Andover still have a Wimpy? Little insight is to Hornchurch has a Wimpy. So there's no wrong having a Wimpy, Tom, my friend. There's no wrong. West Ham and Man City, the only Premier League teams not to lose back-to-back games this season, indeed. And by back-to-back games, we mean back-to-back games. Not in the Premier League, but across the season. Because obviously we lost the first 2 games. We lost to Newcastle and Arsenal, but we played the cup game in the middle, which kept us going. There we go. There's no such player like Dev. Nobody are proper wingers, which I detest, inverted wingers. I agree totally. There's a lot of charity shops and a shopping centre with no shops. That's clever. That's very clever. As I said, what we've got. So tonight we've got James's My Hammer's 11, which is cool. Great team, great 11 he's put together. Then we've got Games Day Wednesday tomorrow. We've got coming up. Obviously, we have quiz day Thursday. Friday we'll have freestyle or From Day Friday, whatever we call it. We'll do a preview of the Newcastle game then, so you can come on and have a chat and get your opinions of how you think the game's going to go. What else have we got coming up? We've got hopefully a couple of Miami's 11s, ex-players 11s, as well as fans 11s. We've got Just the Woo of Us hopefully coming up. We've also got the Outside the Bubble with a Man City fan, which will be interesting. Jake is currently getting his hair cut. Breaking news, Jake is getting his hair. It's been shaved, so we'll look forward to seeing that tomorrow. Maybe we'll get a guest appearance from Jake tomorrow, just so we can see how the haircut's going. And also see Luke. I want to see Luke's mullet. I want to see this Jack Grealish hair. So yeah, go for. I mean, it's go, not God. Go for a 15-16 pie, Jake. Indeed, very good. Anyway, as always, Irons United will be on a bit later on. I imagine Stell's doing it today because it hasn't been scheduled yet. So I imagine it's Stell. So probably about 2 o'clock now in Stell. But make sure you check out the Irons United guides as well. Also, guys, if anyone fancies, as you said, you see in the chat, some people got like green. What's all that about? That's becoming a member. You can do that if you want. If you don't, doesn't matter, mate. There's a little join button. So I can't show you. Oh, can I show you? Let me see if I can do it, just so I can see. 'Cause someone asked me about this question as well. So if I turned that off, right, and then I go this, because someone asked me about it, so I thought I'd show them. Because, yeah, someone asked. Right, so yeah, in here, if I go to, this is going to be a bit like Inception, but if I share my screen, so this is myself. This is going to be a bit weird, but there's me. Let me take my face off. Where am I? Oh, I don't know. Right. Okay. So here is here's the join button. So you join that, and you can join the channel, and if you want to and support. If not, no, don't matter. I'm not bothered either way. Just in case people want to do it and they want something different to say. You see everyone spamming the chat now with like Carl and Duvet there, obviously, so they can do all this. So that's all good. Irons United, hope you're well. Is it Stell today, Anton? I thought it would be because nothing's been done. Anyway, needs to go on the computer. I do it. I think Rust doesn't work well on the phones. Okay, well, there you go. There we go. Anyway, as I said, hope everyone has a great rest of the day. We'll be back tomorrow, as always. Games Day Wednesday. Don't know where Flo is. So we'll see. Simon, you can go back and replay it and have a look. There we go. As long as I can still send these, you certainly can. Of course, you can send aubergines as many as you want. It's going to be out to me, but now it's me. It's going to be bananas. Okay, well, I'll get off now because Anton goes south. Anyway, everyone, hope he's just got back, so he'll be on in a tick. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash those hands. Be careful if you're going to the gym or the pub or the restaurants or whatever. Make sure you mask up and get those jabs when you get your appointments. Come on, you irons, and I'll see you again tomorrow at 12:30 UK time. Thanks for joining us, guys. Had a great day.